Hey guys, it's Trinnie. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn that bell ringer on to get notifications every time I post, because who wouldn't want to see little old me? Alright, as you guys can tell from the title, today's video is going to be advice for incoming freshmen coming into college. And we're going to start off by saying our name, our major, and what year we are. So, as you guys know, my name is Trinnieee. I am I guess I'm a third year now. Wow, a third year majoring in journalism.
Hi guys, my name is Elshaddai. I am a rising third year majoring in computer science.
Hi, I'm Oumou. I'm a third year majoring in criminal justice.
Hey y'all, my name's Brooke. I am going to be in my fourth year majoring in journalism.
Hey, I'm Imani. I am a third year majoring in urban studies.
Okay, so the first piece of advice we're going to be talking about is advice on friendships in college. So you could just, anybody can go.
I can start. Okay, I guess talking from personal experience is to come open-minded. A lot of people, I feel like for me, a lot of people either came to college in friend groups or you came without anybody at all. And for me, I didn't come with anyone. So come in the mindset of everybody's kind of fresh and new, even if they do come in those groups, everyone's gotta change their lifestyle, I guess. So you have to be open to what you like and what other people like. I think college friendships are different from high school friendships.
I think to piggyback off of her, your friendships can also change and fluctuate. When you graduate from high school, you're going into a new environment, and so don't be discouraged and sad if friendships you have from college from high school don't make it into college. Some will, all may, you know what I mean, but don't feel discouraged if you. Because for me and my best friend, one of them, she went to college in Tennessee, and me and her would hang out all the time in high school, every day, every weekend. And when she went away, we were still talking those first few months, but then we gradually just weren't talking as much. And it wasn't because we were mad at each other or we had got into it or whatever. It was just life was different. And I think for me it was an adjustment because I kind of was feeling some kind of way, why aren't we talking every day anymore? But there's still love there, and whenever she comes home, because we are from the same city, it's no time has passed. So just be open again, like Imani said, to making new friends. And if you feel like you're losing friends, honestly, you may really not be. It's just everybody has their own things going on. So be understanding of that.
For sure. And then I also feel like it kind of plays the same way within college as well. I think a lot of people say your freshman friend group is not going to be the friend group you graduate with, which not to be pessimistic or anything, but the first people you gravitate towards are also learning and growing, and this is a very formative time for all of us. We're all young adults, we're just starting to understand ourselves and our opinions on the world. So I've definitely seen myself gravitate towards people than having to pull away, just because I've noticed our moralities are different or we just move different. And that's also something to just know that to not take personal, because at the end of the day, you're going to find your people and you're going to find your crowd and the people who will support you and love you and make you happy, and that you can do that too as well. So really just go with the flow. Don't put too much pressure on yourself to maintain things that aren't working for you, and really just enjoy yourself. There's no time like college. So
I agree with that. So I was saying that in a different video, that you have to surround yourself with the right type of people, because for me, my freshman year to now, I've changed who I've hung around because of we're not on the same path. What I want to do, where I'm trying to eat healthier, I'm trying to go to the gym, those certain individuals weren't on the same thing. They just wanted to just relax. So for me, I'm more about school. This is what I'm here for, to get good grades, to study, and I'm changing where I'm trying to go in life, and I had to leave them people behind because they're not on the same path I was in. So.
So what do you guys feel? Sorry, I was gonna ask. What about people who? Because I'm like very extroverted, and I feel like for me, like meeting people is not, or chatting with people isn't hard. But everybody isn't like that. Some people are introverted. So, what advice like do you guys have for people who are like more reserved and introverted, and them like trying to put themselves out there to find like friends and whatnot?
I would say getting involved, like in, works and like just going to like social events on campus. That'll make it a lot easier to like find people or you have common ground with and find friends and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely your time to explore campus. I would also say, like, for me personally, I do think I'm an extrovert, but only once I've gotten comfortable with my people. Because initially, like, if you come talk to me and I've never talked to you before, we're going to have a really awkward interaction, and it's probably going to be 100% my fault. But I think at the end of the day, no matter what, you're going to, like Elshaddai said earlier, you're still going to gravitate towards your people. It might take longer, but I think, and I could be wrong, I feel like for more reserved people, like they're a lot more, they observe a little more. So like I think that their people are more trustworthy, and I think when you do click, you'll feel a lot more safe.
Yeah.
I definitely agree. I feel like I'm more reserved and like introverted, and I feel like for me it took a minute to like get to the people that I really feel like I can call true friends. And I feel like it really just goes with like experimenting and like getting involved and like talking to different people. Especially my freshman year, I kind of wish I used a bit more, because there really is like this aura of grace that surrounds freshmen, where like it's understood that you're, just getting on college campus, you're exploring yourself, you're exploring your interests. So like take that as like a chance to initiate and like a chance to like really put yourself out there. And I think like at the end of the day, like you might make some mistakes, you might come across some people that you end up having conflict with, but in the end, like it'll be worth the experiences that you get out of it.
And don't be shocked if your friends change from first year to second year, because first year is really a trial run. Like when I first got to campus, the roommate that I had, I still have her now, but we were the only people that we knew, so we would go everywhere together. Like if there was an event, like it would just be us two, and we were just kind of attached at the hip. And then we had other friends who also kind of didn't have other people to talk to, but every weekend we kind of all just were coming together and do the same thing. But that's all out of the excitement of freshman year. I think life really settles, at least for me, life really started to settle in sophomore year, like just all the different aspects of life other than, oh my goodness, I'm on campus, like I don't really know anyone, but here's this person, so I'm gonna hang out with them. And then like once you leave for the summer and you come back, I think everything kind of settles and you kind of reset. Like you've gotten all that energy out of just being on campus and like experiencing like a different schedule to school, because now school's also incorporated into your daily life. Like it's not the same as high school. So I think now you're like actually balancing what real world responsibilities look like, and like Trent said earlier, like different values are going to change, and I think once you start living with different people and you're talking and meeting new people, then you're really going to see true colors. Like freshman year, everyone's just kind of see what everyone is about. So there's not, like it's not real, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because it's like one of those things where I think for me, like if I'm going through something, I feel like that's when I see who my friends are, because it's like, I mean, and it doesn't have to be something necessarily bad or crazy, but like when you really like face like, I don't know, a trouble or like something like that, that's when you see like, oh,
really
like this is who's there. And I think that helps. And also with the goals and things like that, I feel like honestly, y'all, I'm in my third year now. I feel like I've had to, this is the year that I cut off a lot of people because I was like, okay, this is where I am, and like understanding that everybody can come with you when you're trying to elevate and they're maybe not, or stagnant. Like, I feel like in high school, you can you have that pleasure of just being cool. Like for me, I want to be friends with people that like have goals, are ready to get in their careers and just do different things. But in high school, it's like some people don't have jobs, and that's okay. Some people are athletes, some people aren't, and it's like you can kind of just be friends with whoever. Like I feel like in high school, you don't really think about like the goals or the morals or values or whatever. But in college, it's like your circle matters, period. That's just what it was. And I always tried to convince myself, like, no, like I don't want to not be friends with someone because they're doing this and I'm doing this, right? But your circle matters at the end of the day, period. Like, I mean, that's just, I don't know.
Yeah, like everything is up to your discretion. Do not feel bad for cutting anybody off. Like, it's your life, and like, it's your life. Whatever choice that you're making is going to help you move forward and succeed, focus on that. And you know, if you need to come back and worry about it later, do that. But in the moment, like, you need to start thinking about yourself, because I don't know, somebody's probably going to tell you this, but no one's going to hold your hand. And you're going to learn real quickly that, you know, you are responsible for your decisions.
Yeah. And to add on to like what they said, like I think as you come in and you meet more people, you just have to be okay with like knowing that some people are just surface level friends. Like not everyone has to be your close friend. Like not everyone has to be someone you call every day. Like some people are just people that you know in different circles, and that's completely okay. Like you don't have to be besties with everybody.
Just someone you know.
That's what I was gonna say too. Because like I think there are definitely like levels, and like you can always set boundaries in the relationships that you have with other people. So it's like I have like my closest circle of people, and then I have a lot of like friends and acquaintances that I just don't like share that much with. And like one thing that I always tell myself is like, you don't owe anyone access to you the way that they give to you to them. And like that's definitely a sentiment that I have to remind myself of every day. But it's something that I use to control like how I operate my friendships. And it's really something that like sets those boundaries of, okay, well, I'm cool with this person, but I don't know if I really trust them with my personal business. But as long as you have like that inner circle, it's really like you don't have to give everyone that kind of access to you, or you can give people different levels of access.
I agree. That's something that I had to learn this year, is setting boundaries with people, because I would overexert myself to everybody and try to be what they needed, but I was doing too much and draining myself. I would not do that again. I'd be like, no, I cannot come out and hang out with you. I have to work at 5 a.m.
Right.
Like, I can't do that.
Can't do it.
So I set boundaries with everybody.
Not everybody is meant for everything. Like, you know, but that also doesn't mean, you know, for friendship to friendship, it's not always all or nothing. My dad still tells me, because like, you know, I feel like it's an everyday growing experience. Like there's never like, oh, I got it, now I'm good to go. But my dad always tells me that, you know, life and friends and people, it's like, you know, pieces on a chessboard. Every player or position has a specific role. They're limited in what they can do, but you know, very few pieces can do everything. So like in relation to your friends or the people you meet, sometimes they're acquaintances. Sometimes, you know, you can't trust them to, I don't know, hold your deepest, darkest secrets, but you can trust them to like pass something along. Or like if someone shows your true colors, so you know that I'm not going to go this far with you, but I know what I can use you for. And that's not bad, that's life. And so I think, you know, when you're thinking about your friendships, what I'm trying to say is, you know, before you evaluate, like, is it worth cutting off, or is this like, you know, whatever happened, but now I see where like are guidelines.
Where you're restricted.
Yeah, where it stops. So I think for me, I really am still learning on like, just because something happens does not mean one, you know, everyone that I meet is not supposed to be my best friend. Okay, and secondly, just because something happens doesn't always mean it's end all be all. It just means that it's life, and not everybody is going to do the same things that you may expect them to do or what you would do.
Right.
So just take everything with a grain of salt, and like you don't have to be okay with changes, but understand that it's going to happen.
Another thing I want to add is
Too much. I'm talking too much.
I was just like, ooh, we on that one time.
yes, it's a lot to say. But yeah, another thing I want to say is act like if you're coming in as a first year and stuff, if you don't know how to be content with yourself and you don't know how to like, you know, be alone or just enjoy being by yourself, you're gonna struggle a lot in college because you're gonna depend on others to, you know, have a good first experience or like have that college experience. I don't know if you guys can relate to that or anything like that, but yeah, just like learn how to do things on your own, be happy within yourself, and you will get the benefits out of that.
Yeah, I think definitely being by yourself, like you are not gonna be the person you are now watching this video coming into college that you will once you set foot. Like everything changes the moment you move into your place. You're like, oh snap, where'd mom and dad go? Like, where am I? Who is this person I'm sharing a room with? Like, everything changes. So like what Oumou was saying, like being okay with being by yourself is being okay with learning about yourself, and I mean, on like being vulnerable with yourself, because I don't know about y'all, but like I cannot really say that I really even knew myself. During high school, like I would wake up, go to school for 6 hours, and I would focus on what needs to be done, go home, do homework, sleep, eat. I was a busy body, like did not know a thing, and still I'm like, oh shoot, you know, like now I have a lot more, I guess, flexibility and time to myself. Like this year has been such a growing experience, and it's because things have changed. Like when I say things, because it's everything. So like, but that's only because like I didn't have so many distractions, and I wasn't depending on so many people or worrying about the next thing, like physically what I needed to get done. Like I'm actually worrying about me and myself and my life, and like, you know, just I don't even know the word, but like my livelihood. So
Period.
need to see if you can see my red hair.
Period.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Can you see it? Is it recording?